This is MMA Oddsbreaker.
All right, time for the third fight. Now, we're going to stick to the UFC on FX6 card. It's a matchup between the Ultimate Fighter Australia coaches, Ross Pearson and George Sotiropoulos. Guys, another tricky line to set here. It should be a competitive fight. We're going to start things off with Case Kiefer. I'm going to open up the hometown favorite, Sotiropoulos, very slight favorite. Minus 145 is going to be the number. The comeback on Pearson is going to be plus 115. Case, give me your take and give me your bet.
Yeah, another really tough fight to pick. There's certainly some things about George Sotiropoulos here not to like. Obviously, he hasn't fought very much. He's been injured, hasn't been active, and our last memory of him is getting knocked out pretty brutally by Rafael dos Anjos. The thing is, though, I don't think Ross Pearson has the power to knock out George Sotiropoulos, and I mean, the guy just went down to 145 to kind of escape fighting some of these bigger opponents. Now he's back up there. I think Sotiropoulos is just big and strong enough to make this into a grappling match. And I think if he does that, I think Pearson can make a mistake. And I really think Sotiropoulos could finish him. I told myself if I could get Sotiropoulos at under minus 150, I'd take him. So it looks like that's where the line fell. So I'll take George Sotiropoulos.
All right, a lot of great points made by Casey. He is going to go with a slight favorite. It's going to be $725 to win $500 on Sotiropoulos over Pearson. Let's throw it over to Reed. Reed, do you agree with Case on this fight?
Well, this is the biggest striker-grappler mismatch that we have to discuss today. I could definitely see it going that way with Sotiropoulos finding a way to get this to the ground and submitting Ross Pearson. But one statistic we haven't discussed is the age differential. There's an 8-year age discrepancy here. Sotiropoulos is now 35 years old. He's had a few knockouts of recent. And when there's an 8-year discrepancy like that, the younger fighter wins about 2/3 of the time. And Ross Pearson does have the hands to do it. His striking statistics are very, very good, especially at lightweight where the fighters are harder to find, or featherweight as well, harder to hit. And Sotiropoulos has not had very good striking statistics. So where a few years ago I was always leaning towards the grappler, I think the game has evolved enough. These guys have gotten good enough defense. I'm giving Ross Pearson a chance here for the win.
Okay, Reed counters with some excellent points of his own here. So Reed is going to take the underdog Pearson at 500 to win 575 plus 115 odds. Now both of our experts split on this fight, so tread cautiously. It should be a competitive one. And again, it takes place on UFC on FX6.
Well, that's it for another episode of MMA Oddsbreakers. I want to thank our guests, Case Kiefer and Reed Kuhn. Great information during the Oddsbreaker segment. And you can look for the odds that Nick is breaking right here to start popping up at the sport books throughout the coming week.
Also, make sure you check out our website, MMAOddsbreaker.com, and follow us on Twitter at MMA Oddsbreaker. For Miguel Literati, I'm Nick Kalika saying until next time, enjoy the fights.